Right, friends, we read a really fun story earlier. We read part of Cristina and the Frog, and you told me what you think is going to happen. So we're going to find out if you were right, okie dokie. And I want you to think, how was Cristina surprised at the end of this book, okay? Now, let's see. Let's go over where we've already read, okay? So, Christina's mom read her a story to go to sleep about a princess and the frog. So the next day, Cristina, what? She was looking for a frog. And she found it, right? She found a frog. And what did she say she wanted that frog to grow into or to change? Yeah, a little girl that she can play with. So she wanted that frog to change from a frog to a little girl. And she was a little sad because she had no one to play with because mom was knitting some clothes. That means she was making some clothes. And Cristina is just a little sad. And then she went to her dad, and she's still a little sad because he's building a crib, which is a baby bed and a booster chair. And so she just doesn't know. She just wants that frog to play with her because she's lonely. And then she kissed it goodbye and said, I hope you turn into that girl. So let's find out what happens next. All right, rub those ears. Here we go. Frog, where are you? You don't need to hide to turn into a girl. Cristina, hi, sweetheart. Come see what I have for you, said Grandma with a pleasant voice. That promised the kind of surprises Cristina loved. Grandma, cried Cristina, running to greet her, I have something to tell you. Ooh, where are Mom and Dad going? Cristina wanted to tell Grandma about the frog, but she never got a chance to do it. She was having so much fun playing with Taffy, helping bake chocolate chip cookies, and decorating a cake for Mommy. Then Cristina fell asleep at the table. So look, they made some chocolate chip cookies and a cake for Mommy. The next day, Grandma announced, I have many errands to run. You will be my helper. First, they went to the post office to mail some letters. Then they went to the library to return Grandma's books and to borrow some books for Cristina. They visited a friend of Grandma's in a nursing home, and everyone there wanted to talk to Cristina and pet her hair as if she were Taffy. Later, they met Grandma's friend Anna for a quick lunch in the park. While they chatted, Cristina played with Anna's dog Sam, and she even got to hold him in her lap. Then Grandma spoke with Dad on her cell phone and said it was time to go home and find a surprise. A surprise? Asked Cristina. So you knew about the frog, Grandma? But Grandma did not say anything. What do you think that surprise is going to be when Cristina gets home? Yeah, maybe. Let's find out. When they got home, Dad was waiting at the door. He lifted Cristina up, saying, What a surprise we have for you. And then he hurried inside with her. Isn't she lovely? Asked Mother. Wow, she's tiny, said Cristina. Do you know where she came from? Asked Dad. Of course I know where she came from. It's all my fault. Your fault? Asked Mom and Dad. They had very worried expressions on their faces. What do you mean? It was supposed to be a secret, but don't be upset. All I did was kiss a frog, explained Cristina. I just didn't know she was going to turn out so little, she cried as she ran out to the garden. It was a pretty big frog. So Cristina thinks that's the frog. I need to find another frog, said Cristina, looking in every corner of the garden. And this time I need to make sure that this frog understands that it needs to turn out into a girl, not into a froggy little thing like that. But no matter how hard she looked, she did not find another frog anywhere. Fortunately, the baby grew and grew and grew some more, so she finally had someone to play with. The end. All right, let's give that story a round of applause. All right, so Cristina kissed that frog, right? And then her parents left and came back and they had a what? A baby, yes. And Cristina thought that that baby was what? Yeah, she thought it was the frog that changed into a baby. And then she was really sad because she wanted a girl to play with, right? But then she realized that babies grow and grow and grow and grow into someone that's big, someone bigger. So then she was happy because she had someone to play with, right? Oh, that's such a wonderful story. She has a wonderful family. All right, so I want to know, why was Cristina so surprised whenever they brought the baby home? Let me know below.